As part of my ongoing Ugreen NAS series, a viewer asked if I could create a tutorial for setting up Roon, a music player and self-hosted library management service designed for audiophiles. In this video, I explain how to set up Roon on a Ugreen NAS. I walk through the steps for creating the necessary container, as well as how to connect your Roon client apps for playback to compatible speakers and sound systems. Roon is more than just a private media library and streaming app for music. It's a service for audio aficionados and enthusiasts. It enables users to build their own personal music collection and experience audio quality superior to popular streaming platforms such as Spotify and YouTube Music. Just like other similar services and apps I've covered in my NAS series, you have to self-host your own libraries for playback. However, while Roon offers a free trial, it's a premium service which offers a monthly, annual or lifetime subscription. The money you pay to Roon goes towards the continual maintenance and updates of the Roon server software, playback clients and remote control app. Most importantly, the subscription fee enables you to license the proprietary streaming software called Roon Advanced Audio Transport, or RAT. The proposition is that you'll be able to stream lossless audio with no compression to Roon-compatible playback devices and smart speakers for the highest quality listening experience. I covered the difference between lossless, lossy and compressed audio a little bit in my previous video about my Anker Space One Pro headphones. In technical terms, lossless playback means all of the original audio is captured in a digital format for playback as close to the original recording as possible. This can be even better quality than music on CDs. Compressed and even lossy compression means that some of the original audio data is omitted to help produce a smaller file size. Smaller file sizes lend themselves to efficient storage on digital media and more stable playback. This enhanced stability is particularly noticeable when streaming online or utilising Bluetooth devices that may lack the necessary bandwidth for lossless audio. Increased bandwidth congestion or saturation raises the risk of playback interruptions and stuttering because your audio devices must compete for the data bandwidth and errors require reprocessing the data. Also, for the majority of consumers, compressed audio quality is perfectly acceptable. Most users might not have the opportunity to listen to high-quality audio and appreciate the extra fidelity, or they don't have access to the necessary equipment that would make the benefits of lossless playback apparent. The difference in listening experience between lossless and compressed audio, put in simple terms for laymen like myself, is that lossless audio has much greater clarity. More dynamic range translates into being able to hear even more subtle details when using high-fidelity speakers. You'll be able to hear every tiny nuance in the original recording depending on your own hearing function. By comparison, compressed or lossy audio can sound more flat, almost as if you're listening to the music through a thin layer of material covering your ears. For the purposes of this video, I was specifically asked to explain how to create a personal Roon music library on my Ugreen NAS. To build your library, you can either purchase audio from sources like Qobuz, HD Tracks, Bandcamp and 7 Digital, where you can download high-res tracks from your favourite artists and performers. Or you can rip your own CD collection using software like DB PowerAmp or Exact Audio Copy on Windows, and a peripheral CD player, or even a compatible Blu-ray player. It's worth noting that ripping CDs might potentially be lower quality than downloading a lossless track from sources like Qobuz. However, quality between the two is much debated in the enthusiast community, which is something I won't cover in this video. Suffice to say, both sources will be of a higher quality than streaming on YouTube Music and Spotify. The very first step is to download and install Docker if you don't already have it installed on your Ugreen NAS, using UGOS, either via a browser or the official UGOS app on your computer. As covered in my previous video, Docker is a program that enables you to manage different applications on your Ugreen NAS. Docker can be thought of as an application platform with its own marketplace for installable programs, known as containers. These containers are self-contained units designed to execute specific tasks. A container is established using a blueprint known as an image or updating a YAML code template. This process is essential for creating the Roon server container, which facilitates connecting the Roon playback clients to your NAS. Thankfully, to make things a little easier, the Docker community has created a Roon image or template for you to use to create your Roon container on your NAS. This makes the process slightly less involved than creating a container using Docker Compose. The first step is to make sure you have a Roon account if you haven't already signed up. Visit the Roon website and you can follow the instructions to create your account. Roon offers a free trial, but as part of your registration, you'll have to sign up using some form of payment information. The next step is to set up your Roon container on your NAS. As mentioned, there is a handy image already available thanks to the Docker community. According to the community, the most reliable and updated version is Steve de Bruijn/docker-roon server. In UGOS, either in the app or via the browser, open Docker and navigate to images. In the top right dialog box, search for Roon, select the image labelled Steve de Bruijn, and then click Download. Once downloaded, click the plus sign to create the container. Before deployment, toggle on Auto Restart so that in the event your NAS requires a restart, the container will automatically turn on again. Next, set the network mode to host. Roon's wrap protocol won't work unless this setting is changed. Click Confirm and then click Confirm again to deploy the container. Now, you'll want to make sure that you transfer your music files to the correct folder on your NAS by navigating to the Docker folder and uploading your tracks. The music folder can be found inside the Steve de Bruijn folder under Docker in your shared folder. The next step is to download and install the Roon client on your PC from the Roon website under the Download section. You can use the Roon client to link your NAS to your Roon account. As with other similar services I've covered off in the past, the app on your PC is just the interface you use to adjust the settings for your Roon account as well as the playback. Your music library will live on your NAS, not on your computer. Thankfully, the Roon container broadcasts to the Roon client, so on first use it will be available for selection from the startup screen. Then you can simply follow the on-screen instructions for connecting your NAS to your Roon account and client on PC or Mac. However, do note that the Explorer in the Roon client navigates straight to the root level of the folders on your NAS. You'll need to direct Roon to your music folder by clicking the drive icon and searching Music in the file directory, and then choose Select this folder. There's no visual confirmation the folder has been connected, but it has, so you can now just click Continue. The next screen presents you with different lossless streaming services which you can subscribe to. If you're not interested, just click No Thanks at the bottom of the screen. After that, if you're new to Roon, you'll just need to configure your compatible speakers for playback. In my example, I'm choosing my computer speakers as my default playback device. You'll now launch the main navigation for the Roon client, where you can navigate to your music using any of the shortcuts or left-hand navigation options. Then you can select your default playback device at the bottom of the window by clicking Select an audio zone, and then you're all set. As you acquire more Roon-compatible playback devices in the future, such as a Wi-Fi enabled speaker, you can add them to your audio zone options and select them for playback from the same user interface at the bottom of the client. Connecting the different Roon apps is extremely easy thanks to the clever engineers at Roon. Again, just like the PC client, your Roon container is already broadcasting its presence, so it will appear in the apps on the first startup. However, do note there are two apps available for Roon on mobile devices. The first is just an app-based remote control. You'd use this to control playback on any compatible audio equipment, including your PC. However, you can't use this app to listen to music via your device with headphones. The second app is Roon Arc, which is what you will use to listen to music via connected headphones. As a newcomer, the difference was quite confusing to me, especially with the naming convention of the apps. One note is that you won't be able to connect to your NAS server remotely without using a VPN service, which I covered off in my previous video about Jellyfin remote access. To access your Roon library, you must still be connected to the same network. However, you can always simply download your music directly to your device before leaving home and update your mobile device library when you return. Thank you for watching, and as always, it would be great if you were to like this video and subscribe to my channel for more content on personal technology and the connected home.